your career status, money does not make you sexier.
By whose standards? I think being a rich woman is very sexy.
Yeah.
I think a woman who doesn't need help is very sexy. I think a woman who doesn't ask for help is sexy.
Independence makes you sexy.
I think people who ask for help are not sexy.
You're trying to view it from your point of view, but
my point of view doesn't apply to everyone.
No, but what I'm saying is that women tend to look at the male metric of success, which is go make a bunch of money, right? Have a great career. But the thing is, that doesn't, when it comes to being attractive to the opposite sex, your career, the money you make, for most men, it doesn't make you sexier. It doesn't make you more attractive. It doesn't make you more appealing.
I mean, I'm bisexual. I can speak for both sides.
Yeah, I would think it was pretty sexy if a woman didn't ask for help and could make her own money.
Yeah, and also the same thing with a man.
Heteronormative question.
Well, the majority of people are heterosexual.
Yeah, that is.
So
okay, well that's good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
But men, generally speaking, if you make a ton of money, it's not really, doesn't make you more attractive in the same way that a woman who looks at a guy who's a doctor or a lawyer, they see the prestige, they see the money, it makes him more attractive. But for men, it's not. A successful guy will gladly date a 19-year-old barista.
Wait, I'm confused.
He's saying like guys that are like.
No, I get it, but like I make money because I want to be in a comfortable situation, not because I want to be sexy.
Sure.
So,
and that's totally fine. Yeah. But we're speaking within the context of that appeal to a partner. So
like does money makes you more attractive?
I think I'd be more like, I don't know, if side by side these two women were like put together, obviously the girl that has more money, she probably has more ambition, more hustle. She's probably it's just the character of that person is probably what I would be. I'm not even capping.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
like,
I agree with you.
If I wouldn't want a girl that isn't like
anyone
like
who
Andrew
isn't
Tate
ambitious.
wants, that is just like a broad that just sits there and doesn't do anything.
Even a guy who sits there, if a guy tells me their hobbies are hanging out with their friends, like I picture them just sitting down and being like doing drugs and watching like I don't find that attractive. If someone's ambitious, that's cool. Yeah. That's good for them.
I think I don't care about the money part as much as it's like, is their character. Like if they're if they're making money, they had to have done something right. They had to grind for that money. They had to have some ambitions. They were like,
do you like masculine women?
No. Wait, what do you mean masculine though? I don't know, that was an automatic. It came out. I was like, no.
Like who makes me
I was just like,
masculine?
first thing I pictured was just like,
in order to succeed, not always, but in order to succeed in the corporate world.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
I already see
what's
going on. Oh my god.
You need to.
I want to hear him finish.
Finish, Brian.
Yeah, finish.
You're
Go
going
off, Brian.
okay. To be successful in business, you need to cultivate a certain degree of cutthroatness, of assertiveness, of initiative, and these traits are often linked with masculinity.
Because that's like biased. Like society see women who are like
I think you're thinking of like a girl
as aggressive and men who are ambitious as like the hero. So that's like how people think. But that doesn't mean that you are aggressive just because you are ambitious. Like I get it. You are saying like common sense. Yeah, that's what people think. But like that's also like.
Have you met a female attorney?
Yeah.
They're incredibly disagreeable.
Have you met like a male attorney? They are the same.
Yeah.
Like, what is the problem?
In order to be an attorney, you need to be disagreeable. Agreeableness is a feminine characteristic.
Why a woman has to agree?
It shouldn't be.
Agreeableness is one of the big 5 personality traits.
Okay.
As a guy, look.
And neuroticism, agree.
Okay. We don't want to have a guy who's on his mission. We don't want to date masculine women. We don't want to date a mirror of ourselves. I don't want to have to contend with the girl.
Again,
contend? What do you mean like? What do you mean by contend? Like compete with her? Like she's making as much money as you?
No, it's not. It's not about that. It's like the attitude.
the attitude.
That's
I don't
about
know.
not being confident again.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Insecure.
You want a girl that I know you just because I've known you and we've talked about things. So like I know you would want a girl that's more submissive and you would be the provider, obviously. So that's kind of why you were leaning towards the not so masculine. But I think there can be a badass girl that's not masculine, that's feminine. I know dudes that make a lot of money that are feminine.
Sure.
Me too.
So
Thank
like
you,
they're
man. Thank
100% is like badass girls that are feminine and they're just making good money. They literally can have a clothing store online and they're making 6 figures easy.
Let me
Yeah.
just clarify. I have no issue dating a girl who works. It doesn't bother me.
Wow.
No,
Man, that's so.
no, it,
So
it,
the bare
2021.
no, look, that doesn't bother me. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that let me bring it back to the financial component. It's not sexier because women do not share their resources with men the same way that men share their resources with women. For example, I had matched with this girl on Tinder. She was a litigation attorney. This was a couple years ago. She was out earning me $300K a year. She told me she still, even though she makes $300K a year, she wants a guy to pay for her. She wants chivalry. She wants a guy to take her out on dates and to pay, despite the fact that she makes $300,000 a year. She doesn't want equality in the relationship. To me, that blows my fucking mind.
Yeah, that's weird.
If
Yeah,
you-
that's
Very
weird.
weird.
It also blows
So,
my mind.
but that's the point I'm trying to make, is that women do not share their money with their partner the same way that men share their money with their partner. If you guys make a lot of money, have you ever offered to fly a guy
Wait,
out
So
to you?
those are the ones that you should not date.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Because that's not
No,
everyone.
but-
Because that's not
That's not
everyone.
everybody.
Like you're
But-
generalizing it, you
But-
know.
But what I'm saying is, if you look at also in terms of being spoiled, a guy who makes a lot of money, he might spoil his girl. Also, a girl who makes a lot of money, a girl who makes a lot of money is not going to look at a broke guy's way. But a guy who makes a lot of money, he'll date a broke girl. If she's attractive, he'll still date her.
That's
That's
very.
true.
That's
no,
his
that's a
preference.
stigma.
That's not
a
even a
That's-
stigma. That's a generalization.
That's
That is
just his
most likely.
preference.
No, because the guy in general is the provider. If you look at it, it's like you can say equality and pay, yeah, like, but guy is usually the provider in relationships. You guys can all agree with that, right?
Yes.
Yes. You're shaking your head no,
Yeah,
but like,
I don't know. I don't know.
in general,
I've
that's
never
usually
been in a
how it
relationship.
is. That's just how it is. You know, it's the fact of the matter is the guy is usually the provider. So if the guy cannot provide for the woman, you know, the woman is obviously not going to be looking his way as much. You know, there's exceptions. Obviously, some girls might look like a guy's way.
Here's the thing with that is a woman who's an attorney who's making $200,000 a year, she's gonna want to date a guy that's on her level
Yeah.
or higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's not going to look at a guy who's a plumber, or she's not going to look at a guy who's a barista. But I guarantee you, a 30-year-old attorney, a male attorney who's making 100, 200K, he'll date the barista.
Because he wants the submissive one, like you were
Yeah.
saying.
You have to be dependent on.
Yeah,
him.
like he
It's
wants power. It's about power.
It's not
Like,
about
he has-
power.
I think it's mostly about
It is.
power.
It's not
Yeah.
about power.
What is about like is
Brian,
like
what is
she's
it about
hot.
if it's not about power? What is it about if it's not about power?
Well, it's a few things. One, a woman who's 21, she's more attractive at 21 than at 31.
Okay, so
You-
she's more attractive.
So it's a physical attraction thing.
Okay.
Coinciding with that, it's also I want to get the super chats.